All right, Christian authority, part 5. At least it's not getting any worse, right? So, we talked about the angels that excel in strength, hearkening to the voice of his word from Psalm 103, verse 20. If you watched my series about sin, what is sin? I mentioned in there about going and telling somebody you're a Christian or telling them you're born again. And I mentioned there this verse that we're going to look at here in Romans 10:10. With your heart you believe, with your mouth you confess. Romans 10:10. All right, here it is. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, right standing with God, as if we have never sinned. Can you imagine? There might be some people that have a problem with that. Leave a comment below, and I'm sure somebody would be glad to argue with you about that. Sorry, that was kind of sarcastic. In case you don't know me, I'm a little bit sassy, but God's still working on me. All right. I do like to talk, for those that do know me. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. This isn't confession like sitting in a booth with a priest and telling him all the bad things you've done and him absolving you of your sin. This is confession. This is what you are speaking out of your mouth. Most people don't think too much about what they say. And yet, if you just listen to people, they tell you exactly what they believe. All the time. They confess what they believe. With the heart, man believes. And with the mouth, confession is made. Here it's talking about salvation, but the principle applies that understanding authority is what gave the Roman centurion in Matthew 8 the highly developed faith. There's two places that Jesus marveled. Jesus marveled at the faith of the Roman centurion in front of all his Jewish followers. And he marveled at the unbelief in Mark 6:6 of the people in his hometown. So he marveled at the unbelief of these Jewish followers in his hometown, or these Jewish people, and he marveled at the faith of the Roman centurion who just simply wanted Jesus to heal his servant. That's a pretty big deal. If Jesus is going to marvel at you, what would you rather him marvel about? Your faith or your unbelief? Now, I'm not trying to make you feel guilty, but I am trying to make you think. We spend so much time being busy, trying to fulfill obligations that we may not have should have made in the first place, or trying to keep people happy that will just never be happy, or trying to keep up with the neighbors, or trying to impress people that we don't like, spending money we don't have to buy stuff we don't need. That was a mouthful. Sorry about that. I'm trying to keep it simple. Trying to keep it in small quantities and small doses. This is Romans 10:10. Let me read it one more time. This is good that you're listening to what the Bible says. Maybe you've spent more time than I have reading it today. Great, good for you. You need to go and start one of these channels or something to share what God has shown you. Here it is. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. What are you speaking? If you think about it, it's what you really, really believe.